a few minutes.
You're live.
You're whispering.
I said you're live.
Okay.
Okay. So I was just looking at the camera. It's like a little fuzzy for some reason. I think it's because the light is changing.
Well, it's not that I vibrate at such a high frequency that
Okay.
it's very difficult for modern optics to actually capture me.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh. We have one person with us.
Hi, one person.
One person.
That's what we're down to. We're done. We're done. It's
yeah,
over.
I know. Joe Balls 85. What's up?
What's going on, Joe Balls?
Unfinished project.
Unfinished project. How are you, man?
Biker Bob 59 says hi, Tony.
What's happening, Biker Bob?
Dickie Farley. Numb Nuts. Ford LTD 1976 says greetings from Texas.
They're all piling in.
Jesse Zankowski. Justin Dampier. Terrence Seymour. Leighton Motorsports. Frank Emro. Leighton Motorsports gave you like the thumbs and the pinky thing.
I guess.
Yeah.
I was thinking about throwing gang signs. But
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Oh, Jay says, hey guys, Lost Cadaver, Inject, Chip S, Record Johnny, hi from the fourth person. Okay, Mitten Made Muscle. All right, first question. Brett Lawrence, what happened with the Junkyard Jet guys?
You know,
What's going on,
they're
everybody?
doing their own thing. They're doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing good with it.
See. Kevin Killian says, love the record video.
Thank you. I was actually working on it. I had to come home now, but I was just working on it at the shop.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I called you home.
She called me
I
home
called you, well,
for artichokes.
for food, yeah. I
She
called
made
you
me
home for
artichokes
food.
tonight.
Let's see. Harley Hawk. What's up, Harley
What's
Hawk?
happening, man? How
Says,
are you?
hello, UTG community. I haven't been here in a while.
Neither
Neither
have we. We took a couple of months off and waited for the cloud of weirdness to pass.
Is it gone?
No, it'll never be gone.
It's not gone, is it?
No,
It's an ever-changing cloud
it's
of
the
weirdness.
perpetual weirdness. So this is September.
Oh, they must have found something in the shed.
Yeah. You want to go find out what they're... We could take our viewers on an adventure to see what the dogs are barking at.
No, it's okay.
It could be
dark
like a
in there.
Stephen King thing, you know?
Yeah, it's dark in there. I don't have light.
So I was, this is the end of September, right? This is 4 years now. We've
Wait,
done,
Brandon People says first-time viewer other than the videos that brought me here.
oh, hey, welcome, man.
Welcome,
How are you?
Brandon.
So this is 4 years now. Oh, it's all of the, it's the suburban
Wait,
stuff.
it was quiet until we started.
Yeah, I get the
Sirens.
sirens and traffic and
Dog.
dogs barking. So this is 4 years now. We've done this
Yeah, 4
YouTube
years.
channel for 4 years. Have we ever done anything for this long?
Yeah, we have.
I don't mean sections of life, because like we did magazine things for a section of life. We did mechanic things for sections of life. We did nitro things for sections of life. But this is like the longest like business gig, I think. Usually after about 2 years I get tired of something and just walk away from it.
Yeah,
How many businesses have we had that lasted 2 years?
a lot. A lot.
A lot. I have never ever once gone out of business because and went out of business. I go out of business because I get bored. I start something and I'm like, yeah, this would be great, this would be fun. And like 6 months later, I'm like, this is the best thing ever. And then like within a year, it's like, it's kind of becoming routine. And by the end of the second year, it's just get me out of here. Just leave. I can't take another minute of this. And we're done. But this
Could
4
you
years.
yell at the girls real quick?
What's that?
Could you yell at the girls real quick? I can't yell because I'll yell into the phone.
Hey!
And I'm very loud.
Who's barking? Maggie, Lily. Okay.
Oh. Chris
I'm sitting in
Golden.
a puddle.
Chris Golden says, shout out, Tony. Chris Golden.
Chris Golden.
Oh, it rained. It rained before, so there's water in the
Oh,
seat. That's what it is.
okay.
It rained
Oh,
for a
yeah,
second.
that's-
Yeah. Okay.
This is what I'm sitting in.
It's all right. It's just water. You want me to get the dogs in the house?
No, leave them.
No,
It adds to the
it
ambiance.
doesn't add to it. It's very hard for me to concentrate, actually. Um,
Maggie! Maggie, get over here.
Seems like you are into the tune and perfecting. I think that will be awesome. Would like to see what you can bring out of those rides. Papillon cycles.
Yeah, I was saying in that video we did yesterday, right? We've been building non-stop since we started this channel, and it's like enough. Like, cause we keep building stuff and then put it on the side, build stuff, put it on the side, and then what happens is you get involved in a build, and it's like, well, go do something with the last car, and it's like, no, I'm too involved in this build. I got to keep going, right? No more building. You stop, you think about it, right? We did the Swinger, we did Plan Z, we did Bottle Rocket, we did Slag Hammer, we did the Hemi GTX. I completely forgot about that one.
Sorry, it went off because people are messaging me while we're live.
Oh.
And
They're still
continuing
messaging?
to message me, yeah.
Okay, who is it?
So it's going to keep beeping. Either I look at it and we get disconnected.
Don't get disconnected.
Well, it's going to keep beeping throughout the whole
Okay,
live stream.
that's fine. Maggie! Maggie, come on, Maggie!
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
I thrive on chaos.
Yeah, this is chaos.
Maggie! You want to
Colin
cookie?
says, please put the dogs inside. Can you please put the dogs inside?
Yes.
Now my phone is beeping
phone is
constantly.
beeping.
All right, sorry,
All right,
guys.
come on,
He's gonna
Maggie.
put the dogs inside.
Come on, you want a cookie?
Okay.
I lied to you. I lied. I don't even know where the cookies are.
Oh my goodness.
That's right. I outsmarted a beagle.
Okay.
Oh, now she's looking at me through the... Oh, the look. Meg, I...
All right. Okay. I thought Tony was cursing all this time. No.
Cursing? Oh, no, the beeping. No. She gets a message on her phone. And her phone's always going. So it beeps.
Yeah, if I don't check the messages, it will continue to beep. Just put the earphones on. The beep was like a needle in my ear. I'm sorry, AT. I'm sorry. Okay. What's up, Ari?
Ari, what's happening, man? I think we're going to do something on Ari's channel after this. Is that right, Ari?
Okay. Remember, Tony, those dogs are really smarter than us. It's true. She's going to hold that against you now.
In some ways, they are smarter than us. And yeah, she will hold it against me. She holds
Justin
it right.
says, good evening, Uncle Tony and Uncle Kathy from England. What's up, Justin?
Good evening, Justin.
Billington.
It's, what is it? It's like the middle of the night there. It's
Is
got to be
it?
like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Or earlier. What is it, like 2 or 3 in the morning there, right?
Matt S. says, Tony, love the storage idea in the engine compartment on the 80 truck.
Right? That it was like a flash of inspiration. He says, "Wait, I have some box tubing. I have some space. I got a welder. Let me see what I can do." And whoop, and it was done.
He says it's 1 a.m. there.
Okay.
Let's see. What happened to the Ask UT channel?
We
have no
posted on it.
time.
What's that?
We have no time.
Yeah, we posted on it so infrequently that it lost monetization.
Yeah.
You have to keep feeding the channel. All right, so originally we were going to do that channel with Crystal. And Crystal is busy. She does real estate. She's got the girls. She's trying to run a house. And she lives clear on the other side of the city. So between time constraints and everything else, we just didn't post frequently enough. So we had started doing it like once a week. We were putting a video out, and it was doing good. And then it started going once every 2 weeks, once every month. And then we let it go for about 6 months where we didn't post anything. We've been busy. And with that, YouTube ended the monetization on it. So it was like, oh, we can't keep pouring material. It was a business. I got to remind everybody, this is a business. So we can't keep putting time and energy into something that's not paying. So we have to stick with this.
American Bigfoot says, Uncle Tony, what's your thoughts on the Comcam's thumper cam for Chevy 350?
I'm not familiar with the line. I'm not familiar with the line.
No?
No.
That sounds like a NASA beep. Yeah. Yeah, they're always
Well, sometimes,
messaging me.
yeah. The International Space Station occasionally tries to get a hold of us. They got a weird vibration, or
Terry says, Tony, I buy a shirt if you autograph it.
Don't ask me to do that. I hate autographing things.
I make him do it, though, if he has to.
Yeah, she does.
So, if you do, just write a note and I'll make him do it. I'll force him. Let's see. Jason Cooper Smith. UTG man. do I need help with my 78 Sportster RV? Keeps... You okay?
Yeah.
Keeps backfiring and losing power when I hit the gas. Really need help.
78 Sportster.
Yeah.
And what does it do?
Wait, 78 Sportster RV?
RV.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that
Maybe
is.
it's just a typo.
I-
Keeps backfiring and losing power when I hit the gas.
If it's backfiring, I mean, what's the quality of the spark you're getting on that? I would check, make sure you got a good solid blue spark. That sounds like it could be a weak coil or something along those lines.
So King Eric, the greatest of all, says, I'd like to see UT and dogs build something. We can put that on the Dogs Eating Cheese channel.
Well, look, show them what you're doing there. Can you see that?
My poles?
Yeah.
Those are my poles. I make Tony run through them every night for exercise.
Yes.
That's how he stays so svelte.
Want to see me do it? I can do it.
No, don't do it.
No, I'm going to do it. I want to show everybody how agile I am.
No, you're not agile at all.
What do you mean I'm not agile? Watch. Hang on.
Guys like you are hard to find these days, UTG. Please don't run the dog gamut.
No, I'm going to run the dog gamut.
Look at the sky, how pretty.
Ready?
Okay, Tony's running agility.
Okay, can you see me?
Yeah, barely. You're like a little shadow out in the dark. Yeah, go.
Ready?
Go. Where's the stopwatch? Nice.
Okay? You want to talk about agility? Come on, guys.
Oh my goodness.
My ass is wet.
Oh,
Like wet.
Okay, Tony, will you host the UTG Nationals next year?
No.
That was a quick answer.
Yeah, no.
All right. Let's see. Did you roll a cigarette? You didn't. No, he's got. Did you roll a cigarette?
Well, I did.
In front of the camera?
Did I roll it in front of the camera?
Oh, crap.
Oh, jeez. All right. I wasn't even thinking.
Okay, it's fine. I can't believe you don't have a Powermatic loader to make your cigarettes.
Why? I do it faster with my fingers.
Okay. This isn't smoking advice. No.
No, we don't give smoking advice. We're not a smoking professional.
Yeah, okay, so you did it in front of the camera. I wasn't paying attention because I was reading comments.
But I did run the agility course
Right.
successfully. I didn't miss a single one of the things.
Tony, you're going to join the circus. Tony and his performing beagles. Oh my goodness.
Rich, creamy coffee.
Okay. Zero says also, ... buy silver. This
Yes.
is not financial advice.
It's not financial advice,
We
but
don't
really,
give financial
really
advice.
go buy silver. like, no lie, guys. Go buy silver.
Oh, Madass has another shirt idea. I hate car shows. Do we just hate everything?
Yeah, why not?
No, we don't.
We
wanna
went to a
hate
car show
everything.
yesterday.
Was that yesterday?
Yes, today's Sunday.
Oh, the days are just like a blur.
Yeah, we went
That
yesterday.
was yesterday. It felt like last week. Yes, that was yesterday.
Yes.
Right, and then we made the video
Yes,
of the truck.
yes. I made the video.
You made the video. Right, yeah, you made the video and I put it up.
Yes. You were home doing agility with the dogs.
Exactly. That's right. Exactly. My brain is shot. Let's see. You make my week. Thank you both. Thank you,
Thank you.
Chongo68. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate everybody watching. Except, those people.
I appreciate them too. The haters get us clicks.
What's the next project, UTG?
There are no more projects. Like, more, okay, all right.
Where's
There's,
the car still sitting here? Look at that sky. Look at the color.
I know. We're sitting here for the same reason the Charger is sitting here right now,
Yeah, okay.
which is the record is what we got to use to move the cars.
Right.
Go into the shop,
Yeah.
and that's going to be a mule.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are we
which
painting
isn't
Mule O2 on it?
you can do that.
Okay.
But it's not technically a project. It's just a bunch of parts that I've got laying around. I'm going to put to use
It's a test car.
in that thing to test. So
Right.
that's done. And then the Charger, which isn't a project, it's a car that we built years ago, and now we're going to take care of the stuff that we didn't do then.
Mm.
So, but no, there will be no more builds. We're done building stuff. Now we're going to just use what we got.
Mm-hmm. What's the next project? No more projects.
No more projects.
Okay. When are we getting more hats?
When are we getting more hats?
Do you want to get some more hats?
I guess. People keep asking.
Do you want the same
right?
kinds of hats? Or you want different hats?
Let's get something different.
Like what?
I don't know.
What do you want to say? I hate
Space
cars.
Force.
What kind of hat?
Space Force.
I
Let's
have
get
a couple
Space
of the
Force.
other hats left, but if we're gonna get new hats, then I'll put like a few hats up for sale on the.
All right, we'll talk
site.
about it. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it after.
Okay, we're gonna figure out new hats.
But people do keep asking for them.
I know. I could put like 3 or 4 hats up. We have some spares, so I could put those on the website tomorrow.
Well, don't do that until you know we're going to
Yeah.
order.
Well, how many hats do you need that say UTG? No, we're not in California. We are in Tennessee. Tennessee.
It's occurred to me that I've actually like worked myself into just a uniform. It's all I wear.
But you were always like this.
I was always like that. That's
But
true.
no, you used to wear Hawaiian shirts all the time.
That was in 1983.
Right, but like it was
1984.
Hawaiian shirts. You actually look nice. You
Yeah.
would wear Hawaiian shirts, or you would even wear dress shirts that were loose.
But I can't crawl around under car. Well,
I
that's when I
know.
was. That's when I was a hotshot automotive journalist.
You didn't have to get dirty.
I didn't have to get dirty.
Your hands are so clean, remember?
They were for a while, weren't
Yeah,
they?
your hands are really clean.
Yeah.
Hmm. I know it's hard to imagine everybody. Tony had clean hands. Colin L sent you $5.
Thank you.
Thoughts on mandatory kill switches on 2026 vehicles?
I don't really have any thoughts
You have no thoughts?
on that. No, I mean, I can see. I don't see where it's gonna. Well, I'll tell you what, right? In a typical cop situation, right? If you got the type of person who's gonna run from a cop, which I've done, okay, but it's not a good thing to do. So, if I was running from a cop, let's just say, and they shut me down, I would say, well, it serves me right. I mean, how can I explain it? That in certain situations, it's probably a pretty good thing to do. Pretty good thing to have. I don't think it's just going to be just random, like government says, oh, you can't go anywhere, and they shut you off. I don't see that.
It could happen. It could happen. I mean, who knows? That could happen.
Well, think about the logistics
Well,
of this.
well, it would have to be extreme circumstances.
Well, you can't just shut somebody down as they're driving down the road in traffic. Because what
Well,
happens
what if
to the
they're
traffic
a
behind?
criminal and like cops are chasing
Well,
them?
that's different.
Right. They could absolutely shut you down.
Yes, I would prefer to have a remote kill switch in the car than have a shootout. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's the lesser of two evils. So I don't think it's an entirely bad thing. They could see people who get upset about stuff like that, like kill switches and whatnot. It's entirely possible for them to just do a magnetic pulse thing, an EMP thing, and shut cars down. Which I am amazed that nobody's done that. I'm amazed that like teenagers and hacks and stuff like that haven't like gotten together and created like these EMP things to just bump, and shut cars down.
Demonetized. Why are you even talking about it?
Well, because it can be done. It's
Rally Chow says, it's good to see Derek has a TV show. I hope they realize how great your show could be. Who wouldn't want to watch such a handsome rogue on the small screen? It is awesome he has a show.
I
That's
wish
what
him
I
luck
think
with it.
that's what he wanted.
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
Let's see. Let's see. No top end power stumbles. Glad to hear you actually complete a build. You're the first YouTuber to do that. Hats off to you. Speaking of hats.
Say that again. Now?
Glad to hear you're going to actually complete a build.
You know how many builds we've completed? Oh, jeez.
Too many projects and you'll wind up like Derek at Vice Grip Garage and have 100 cars lining the tree row. He
Yes.
had to buy a 50-acre farm just to keep them all.
Speaking of 50 acre, well, all right, I'll leave that for the.
Yeah, just leave it.
Yeah. No, I've reached. We've reached critical mass. I can't add another car. I can't add another bike. I can't.
And
add
we're not
another
buying
anything.
a farm.
Yeah. So we're at that point, and I'm just done building cars. And when I say building cars, I mean building cars meaning like we're going to take this bare shell or whatever it is, and we're going to completely redo every bit of it and then start from scratch. No more.
I want to make what we have nice.
Yes.
And
Now is the
then-
time
and
to
then
like go
go
back
through it and film
to all of the
doing
cars
that.
that we've built over the years and refine them, make them nice, perfect them, get them out there. It's no more builds.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have an old friend who is doing a couple of builds, really high-end stuff actually, and we'll probably
Much better than
follow.
anything we can do.
Please. So we'll probably follow along on a couple of. I don't want to talk about it right now, but we'll probably follow along as he builds those cars.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Yes.
Car Foolery sent you $10.
Thank you.
My $500 91 Toyota finally lost compression at 352,000 miles. And I'll have to start daily driving my 64 Dart 225 slant.
Nice.
Any tips on spare parts to keep the Dart trunk just in case it has an issue? Keep in the Dart trunk.
I
What
mean,
parts should you take with them?
Really, we daily drove Slant 6 Darts forever. I would say take a loaded distributor because the nylon distributor gear on those Slant 6 distributors is a potential failure point. So I would say pack a loaded distributor, an alternator, a voltage regulator, and a starter. I mean, put it all in a milk crate and a fuel pump. Put it all in a milk crate, and and some wire because you never know when you got to jump something out, and you're good to go.
All right, Horse Cartwright is asking you, what kind of filter cigarettes do you smoke?
I roll buglers, right? But when I have to, like, I just went to go grab tobacco and nobody had in the area, so I just grabbed a pack of Pall Malls real quick.
You got the hiccups?
I got the artichoke hiccups.
Okay. Let's see. Zero says Bottle Rocket sounds rad.
You should hear and feel it from the inside. The car
He
is
almost
really
killed
strong.
me. You guys didn't see that video.
Yeah, you didn't see that part of it.
But you know, I'm so okay with it. I'm just like, all right, we're going off the road. All right.
So the short that we ran was the second
outing
with the car, with her in it, right? And I took her from a roll because I took her from a dig with her in the car, and it hooked a right, and we came like this close to mowing grass. It's some pretty serious velocity, like. So it's not, we'll run it from a roll.
Yeah, and what happened was I missed filming because I hit the wrong button, so I didn't get
Oh, yeah,
that. Yeah,
too.
it was my own fault because I was using my phone, which I never use, and yeah, I hit the wrong button. Sorry, guys. Ethan Manley says, personally, I'm pretty excited for the new era of UTG. Us too.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to build cars from scratch, so the new stuff might be more applicable to me. Keep it up.
What you guys understand, right, is that we never once built. Okay, the stated goal was to build a car. But the intended goal was never to build a car. The intended goal was to do a series of technical videos based on the things that you come across as you're building a car. So let's just say for the sake of example, you're talking about, you're doing a rear suspension on the car. Well, there's a whole video or two based on what you're doing to the suspension. You're doing stuff to the clutch, whatever it happens to be. Well, there's a good solid tech video or two. There's no better way to put together a string of cohesive, technically oriented videos than to build a car, which is again, the stated goal is to build the car. Here, we're going to do this and this, but that's not the intended goal. The intended goal is here's what we do to take the car apart. Here's what we do to modify this and lighten that and blah 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 blah. And every car that we build gives us a series, gives us 20, 30, 40 videos based on what we're doing with the car. That's why we build the cars. So, but now I'm burned out. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you. So, because it's just too much work, right? You don't realize you build a car from freaking scratch or a pile of stuff, and it's like, you can't believe it. So, at this point, we've got as many cars and as much variety as I choose to have. So now we'll just start using them and putting them through their paces and modifying them and
Go to the track?
Go to track and do all of these other things with them. Mm-hmm. So you don't realize how much time goes into something like that. You just take something like Slaghammer, for example, right? Slaghammer is the perfect example. That car, I've literally got hundreds of hours of welding time in that car. Now, you don't see it on the video, right? You see on a video, I'm going, right? That's it. You're seeing like 30 seconds of video. You're not seeing, I woke up in the morning and started cutting metal and grinding metal and bending stuff and making it fit and taking it in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And then the welding, and then okay, well, that didn't work out quite right. Cut that, bend it, and you don't see that. You just see, oh, look, it's done. You don't see the
because you don't show yourself working on stuff.
I know I don't show myself working on stuff, but then again, I don't want to be one of those boring fucking channels. Excuse my French.
This is no cursing.
Where it's like,
there's kids watching.
Yeah, I know that. I don't want to be one of those channels that is just like, oh, here, watch me,
But you know what?
This.
Some people find that relaxing.
Yeah, but I don't do that. I'm not a relaxing
Our channel
person.
is not relaxing.
I don't, right.
Our channel is like, pay attention.
Right. I relax at 900 miles an hour. So,
right.
so I'm not going to permit my audience to relax either.
Yeah, there's other channels for that.
There's other channels for that.
We can't do it.
There's lots of channels for that.
All right, so Joe K says, what's up, Paul? What's up, Joe K?
What's happening?
Steve B. Tony, you still talk to Dallas?
Yes. I was actually over at Dallas's the other day.
Yes. Let's see. The Gun Bros 16. Hey, Uncle Tony, I'm about to paint my 71 Dart with oil-based paint. How many parts paint and parts mineral spirit should I do? Thank you.
Oh, don't ask me, bro.
Ooh,
there's so many videos. Just
Google
just search.
that.
Yeah, search painting cars with Rust-Oleum. There's hundreds of videos on it. It's a very popular thing. Or DD Speed Shop. I think he just did a Rust-Oleum paint job. Go to DD Speed Shop. Yeah, and he actually has a video entitled like Rust-Oleum paint job, and I'm sure he's got a $100 paint job. It was a $100 paint job.
Okay, let's see. John Carey. 91 compression slant 6. 2-barrel 350 Holly. Small cam. Read all across the board after I got it. Now, after cruising a while, all lean. Have not changed anything. Can't find vacuum leak. Thoughts?
All lean?
Yeah.
Runs good. It runs good when it's cold, and then after it's hot for a while, it runs lean. Now the biggest problem you have with dealing with a Slant 6 is the exhaust manifold is open to the bottom of the intake manifold. Like all production engines, older production engines have a heat crossover under the intake. The Slant 6 has a situation where the heat is blown, a big section of heat is blown directly at the bottom of the carburetor. So that would definitely lean things out. I would suggest jetting it up a little bit and see what happens.
Kurt Burns says, Tony, what's your take on the 413? Can it be a muscle engine
Yeah.
with minimal work or just too low compression?
No, 413. The 413 is just a small bore 440, and if you go back to like the early 60s, 61, 62, the 413 was the max wedge was based off the 413. If you're talking about a later industrial motor, again, it's a small bore 440. Just treat it like a small bore 440.
Sean O'Brien sent you $2.
Thank you, Sean.
What's the most reliable 340 reference or builder?
I have no idea.
340.
Builder?
Who builds 340s? That's into 340s. Do you know of anybody
No, I've always
that specializes in 340s?
No, I've always built my own engines. I really can't recommend anybody. I don't. Like, if it was years ago, I would say, like, Ed Hamburger up in New Jersey would be the guy for 340 stuff. But I seriously
Did he
doubt.
write a book?
Huh?
Did he write a book?
I believe Hamburger did write a book
Well,
on the
see
340.
there. Ed Hamburger, book on 340s.
Look at you. You're like an encyclopedia of Moparisms.
No, you are.
But I can't think of anybody currently, contemporarily, that specializes in... Build it yourself. Watch a bunch of videos.
Yeah,
build it
well,
yourself.
he wants information about building it himself.
Oh.
He's trying to learn. Right.
Oh, well,
Yeah?
then get a basic book like this, how to rebuild your small block Mopar. Get a book like that. Familiarize yourself with today with YouTube and the internet. There's like no excuse to not have the knowledge to put something like this together. Just research every aspect of it and then make your own decisions based on consensus.
Denizen X says, yo, Uncle Tony, respect.
Yahoo!
All right, Anthony Perna sent you $10.
Thank you, Anthony.
Okay, 94 F-150, 306. Idles and runs perfectly, but backfires like crazy from 2,500 to 3,000 RPM. I've replaced everything. I'm so stumped.
So I'm assuming it clears up over 3,000 RPM?
It says backfires like crazy from 2,500 to 3,000.
Is it backfiring through the intake or the exhaust? And does it clear up after 3,000 RPM?
Evil D says, I love your engine compartment stash idea. You should patent it.
I did. U.S. patent number.
You did.
Yeah, 4122B. Yeah, 71.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
yeah, really nice. I have my patent papers inside.
You have them already?
Yes.
That was fast.
They don't play games, the government, with me. They know I mean business.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
Don't waste time with that guy. He's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Freaking YouTuber.
Don't tell people you're a YouTuber.
So weird.
Yeah. Anthony
So
Perna
weird.
says, yes, it's fine over 3,000 RPM. Backfires out the exhaust.
Backfires out the exhaust, but it's fine over 3,000 RPM. And you've replaced, well, you say you replaced everything. I don't really know what that means. Idle's good. And it's a 94 Ford straight six. That's a map sensor car, right? That's not Mass Air. Or is it? Is that map or Mass Air?
I don't know. I have to read another question too.
Okay, go ahead.
Colin L sent you $5.
Thank you, Colin.
Thoughts on the electric vehicle government force trend and think classic cars are in jeopardy?
It's just ludicrous. It'll never come to pass. They'll try, and they'll make like a colossal mess of everyone's lives. It's that simple, okay?
Haven't they done that already?
They just got
Haven't they done that
started.
already?
They just got started. They're gonna try. Okay? And it will backfire in this spectacularly huge and civilization-ending way. So don't stress it too much, okay? Just hold on and know that anything repairable that runs on gasoline or diesel will be worth more than your house in the very, very near
This
future.
isn't financial
And
advice.
this is not financial advice.
White Trust Motorsports says MAP. They're all saying it's MAP.
Yeah, so I'm going to say you got a vacuum leak in there because something's causing it to go full rich. Something's causing it to go full rich. Because
He's saying, Anthony Perna says, yes, MAP sensor car. Changed distributor, tuned it up, changed the coil, ECM, checked fuel pressure, checked timing, replaced TPS, ECM temp sensor, air temp sensor, new EGR, and EGR sensor.
see, you didn't change the map sensor. I would say those trucks use that hard tubing, right? They don't use like regular vacuum. They use that hard plastic tubing. I would check the hard plastic tubing to make sure it's not cracked or split anywhere. And if it's not cracked or split anywhere, change the map sensor.
So Joe K says, oh, have you seen the new 2024 Mustang? They're keeping it V8 and manual.
Yeah, I
This
saw
is
that.
a big win with the way things are nowadays.
I saw that.
I did not see that.
Yes.
Interesting.
And it also looks exactly like a Camaro. It's like they said, it's like the Mustang, it's like the Ford stylist says, hey, let's just build a Camaro. And they did. They built a Camaro.
Ryan T sent you $5 Canadian.
Thank you.
Hello, Tony. Low deck versus RB. 60 over 440, 451 versus 400, 451 stroker low deck Mopar. Same heads, cam, carb. Who wins?
In my mind, the low deck always wins. In my
Yeah?
mind, the low deck always wins. When you got a choice, I mean, there are certain combinations, certain engines that you have to build off of a tall deck. But if you've got a choice, same cubic inch, and the short, to me, the short deck always wins because you get to use a shorter rod. The big block Mopars have too long a rod to begin with. So if you build a low deck motor, let's say the classic 451, 452, whatever you want to call it, the 440 crank and the 400 block, you use the 400 rods, and it's a torque thing. You save a couple of pounds based on the lower deck and everything if you use the long rod, but if you use the short rod, you've got an engine that's just like, it's just sudden, it's like an on-off switch of torque. They're amazing.
Anthony Perna says, I couldn't find a vacuum leak anywhere, but I will look again. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
See, people are like, they're like, he only knows carburetors and points, right?
He has no videos unless he's talking about carburetors.
You just don't realize I spent my whole.
How many videos can you make about carburetors? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I making fun of people?
I went to carburetors and points. They're like, he doesn't understand fuel injection.
Why are you so stupid, Tony?
He's so stupid. I went back to points and carburetors because I had been through the whole fuel injection thing, and I came out the other side, and I stepped back and looked at the landscape and says, no, points and carburetors will make this stuff work.
I wonder if they know how much they make us laugh.
They don't.
They don't. Colleen Tebow sent $5.
Thank you, Colleen.
Thank you for the
I'm gonna let
shout
the
out
girls out.
to Mopars. No, don't let them out. They're gonna bark.
They're not gonna
Mopars, Mustangs, and minivans. Little Hearts. Still needs 168 subs to race at the No Name Nationals. Well, good luck.
Good luck.
And thank you. Uh-oh, somebody's coughing.
That's Poppy.
That's Poppy. She's still here.
Yeah, we figured it out actually yesterday. She's 16.
Yeah, she's 16 years
I didn't
old.
realize. I'm not making you guys know how much I love my dogs, right? So I'm not making light of this. But she's been dying for like almost a year now,
And she's still going.
and she's still going.
She's all right. Look, here she is.
Yeah.
Say hi, Poppy. Say hi. Say hi. Okay. She's not really a ball of fire. Only like at 11 o'clock at night.
It was like a year ago. Okay, I ran her out to the vet. She was like literally on death's door. She was coughing constantly. She couldn't breathe. The vet says congestive heart failure. I says, what can we do for her? He says, not much. She's got a little bit. I says, well, I'll tell you what. I said she has a couple of good minutes every day. I'm not gonna have her put to sleep, but I want
Right.
to make her as comfortable as
Yeah,
possible.
let's just make sure that she's not
Right.
suffering.
So he gave me
She's not. There she is. Poppy.
Poppy.
Poppy. She's just gonna ignore me.
Yeah, because she's deaf and she's blind, and so the vet gives me just enough pills, let's say, to get through a month. Figuring that, and we're like, she's not going to use it. She'll be dead in 48 hours, right? No, this is almost a year later.
Like almost a year, yeah.
Yeah, her,
I mean, thank goodness.
yeah,
She's okay.
right.
She coughs.
She barely coughs anymore.
She coughs less now than she did before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She's
She's doing okay.
she's amazing. So, but yeah, I didn't realize because Kathy was going through the papers. We adopted her, I don't know, 10 years ago or so,
And she was 8 when we
yeah, and time
adopted her.
flies. Right? You don't realize, and it turns out, yeah, she's like 16. So she's already past her normal, what she should have lived.
Yeah. She's just a little incontinent. That seems to
That's
be a
the only
problem.
thing, yeah.
That's an issue.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, it's an issue.
It's a big issue. But we're getting to it.
We
We love
were-
her. We love her.
We wear out mops and go through bleach.
Yeah, thank goodness we have a lot of tile flooring.
Oh, please.
Okay. Anthony Perna sent another $5.
Thank you.
Tony, I agree. I'm seriously ready to swap the 300 to a Dura Spark and a 4-barrel.
Listen, it's like Dallas. I've been telling Dallas for like for as long as I know him. For as long as I know him, he's got this Ford, this injected Ford, right? It's an EQ4, right? And he's been messing with this thing for as long as I know him, and he gets lost in it for weeks at a time. Hey! And I keep telling him, just stick a freaking carburetor on the damn thing and be done with it. All right. What are we doing here?
Look, there's something that lives under the shed. I think it's bunny rabbits, because we always see bunny rabbits out in the daytime. So I think that the rabbits live under the shed, and then this time of night they try and get them.
Really?
Poppy is cute. Keep her happy. Yes, we do. We do keep her happy. She's very happy. It is a good run for a dog. Yeah. Yeah, she's doing okay. I mean, are you bringing them in or just chase them from the shed?
Yeah. Lily's,
Rally.
Lily, come here, Lily. You're a good
She's
girl.
a good girl.
Did you see I did the agility, Lily? Did you see me do that?
You can see Lily. She's over here. I can't get her. It's just her back.
It's her
And-
butt.
Yeah.
She-
Rally Child says, UT, did you put an orange box next to your chrome box in your Mopar Street Racers so you could get reliable spark at higher RPM, then switch back to orange to drive home?
No, I just always had the chrome boxes.
Okay.
No, I shouldn't say it. No, I had an orange box on occasion. There's so many different ignition systems. But, no, I primarily just kept the chrome box in there.
Let's see. Hang on. Cut 100 Senk sent you $9.99.
Thank you.
Thank you, but he didn't say anything. So
Oh.
sometimes that happens. I'll
Well,
watch
I
to
appreciate
see
it. Thank you so much.
if he has a comment that didn't go through when he did that. Oh, okay, here it is. Tony, best way to determine drivetrain vibrations.
Process of elimination. Process of elimination. Is it a rumble? If it's a rumble, right? Vary the car side to side, right? If it goes away when you go one side or the other, it's going to be in a wheel bearing. If your vibration is on deceleration, it's usually a front U joint. On acceleration, it's usually a rear U joint. Process of elimination. You just got to play with it.
Rupert Jen says Chucky is under the shed. What? No, but they did get a possum once. They got a possum, and Lily digs up the moles. I find these little blind dead creatures everywhere. That's Lily.
Maggie.
Beep, yes. Yeah, my phone is beeping.
Come
Sorry,
here,
guys. Okay.
Don't go back to.
Abel D says 20.
Yes.
I'm so sick of this inflation crap.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
The local tire shop used to dismount tires for $5. They've raised the price to $10.
Yep.
F that. I'm getting an HB dismounting stand.
I just pay.
You just pay.
um, but you ain't seen. I mean, inflation is just getting started.
Idaho JT
Don't let the
says,
dip in gas prices fool you.
yeah. Hi, Tony. I'm retired, bored, and need a project. Would I have to buy an old Mopar but can't afford 10 grand or more just to get started? Any suggestions on what I should look for?
If you don't like, I'm one of those people. I don't care about how many doors a car has. It
A
doesn't
lot of
faze me.
people do,
A
though.
lot of people do, but if you're working on a budget and you want something attainable and you can pick up,
You,
find a four door.
yeah, you
Find
could get a two-door Dart cheaper. They're out there.
they're expensive.
They're out there. I
If
see them.
a two door
To
wait,
build, to
yeah, but they're
build.
rust buckets.
Well, if you're gonna build something,
But if you he's retired and bored. He doesn't want to start this whole lifelong project
maybe he
where he's
does.
cutting floors out of cars and doing all this other shit. He wants something he can mess around with, right? Go find yourself a 66, 67 B body, a four door, like that one right there. Okay, you can still buy those cars for $1,500, $2,000,
No, you,
complete, running, driving,
don't
and
listen
go
to
have
him.
fun with it.
No, you can't get them complete running driving for that price.
No,
No, you haven't really looked at prices of stuff recently, have you?
no, not really.
Not really, no. Um, I would search for A bodies, but like I just saw there was that Barracuda that was on there.
I know
Early
that car. That's a
Barracuda.
basket case.
Right, but I mean, depending on what he wants to do, you can get one
He said
cheaper.
he's old, bored, and retired.
He didn't say he was old. He just said he was retired.
Okay. Well, that tells me he's in his 60s. Right?
No, he could be in his 40s and be retired.
I'm gonna assume that he's in his 60s.
We don't need to know how old you are.
Well, no, you do, because somebody starting a project when they're 30 is a lot different than somebody starting a project when they're 60. When you're
I
30, you
think that
can say,
you can get a good driver for like under 10 grand. Like a decent driver that you can work on. They're out there. You know, just don't look for the high dollar stuff. Like you can go find an early Dart like Mrs. Landy.
yeah, they're out there cheap.
They're out there cheap, like a 64 Dart. No, don't get 65 because there's not a lot of parts for those.
Yeah.
But a 64, you can get a good deal on one of those.
But starting a project when you're 30, and you say, well, it's going to take me 5 or 10 years, and and I'll just pick at it and
Well, it
everything else is
depends
a
on the
whole lot
depth of the
different than when you're 60.
project.
What's that?
It depends on the depth of the project.
Right.
Yeah. All right, Colin L sent you $10.
Thank you.
And Kathy and Uncle Tony. So many dogs are being let loose in the wild. Glad I got my rescue. 4 years of grief and love. Since COVID, a lot of pets are being abandoned.
I know.
I know. Please. People are not even being able to afford their pets, so they're sending them to the shelters.
And they're setting them loose.
And they're sending them loose.
I know. I can't
We're
even.
going to have to make a shelter, Tony. Just start with a solid project. Do yourself a favor. Yeah.
And don't bite off more than you can chew just because you're bored.
Right.
Because you won't be bored for long. You'll be frustrated.
Mm-hmm. Vince Rencher says my first car was a 65 Dart. Was it? Let's see.
The problem with those cars is all of the trim. Everything on those cars was vulnerable. Like the front trim, the candy canes. All of it is very vulnerable on those cars. So it's very sought after. You never find trim cheap for those things.
Idaho JT says Tony's correct. I'm old.
There you go.
Okay, so try and find something that's not a complete rust bucket. Let's see. Let's see. Lady Zero adopted a cat the vet told us died yesterday. She loved for many years. Little Bolsa Doom. Aw, sorry.
Man.
Rest in peace, little Bolsa Doom. That sucks. Okay, so Jacob Wolek. I hope I said that right. My brake pedal went to the floor today. I immediately thought of the video you made about that orange car that crashed, and I pumped my brakes like you mentioned in the video. Saved my truck.
There you go. See?
Awesome. See, what you do is fairly important sometimes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good that you remembered it. Good you remembered, right?
Fight. Drive it to the very last instant.
Good job. Saved your truck. Let's see. Terry Ch. It's just CH. Terry CH. Will things get bad enough that we're going to have to eat our pets? What? No. No, we're not doing that. We are not
We are
doing
definitely
that.
not doing that.
We're saving them. We're going to save them. We're saving them. We're going to have to get, we got to build something. We got to build a shelter of some sort. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to figure out a way to make some money so that we can build a freaking shelter, because I'm not going to put up with this crap. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I agree with Kathy. You know, but I think that's a pretty legitimate question. Are things going to get bad enough that we're going to? Honestly, it depends where you are.
Maybe you should just grow some tomatoes.
Right. I don't think he himself
Oh, okay.
is going to have to eat
Well,
his pet.
I don't know.
I don't think he meant that.
Can we
He
not
meant,
have this
it
conversation?
was a general question, you know, or a general,
Sometimes I don't read the question before I read the question.
Yeah.
I start reading something because I'm like, oh, here's a.
Yeah, he's not looking at his fucking poodle and some steak sauce seasoning and saying, no, that's not happening, okay? But depending on where you are, there's a good chance you may not eat your pet, but somebody else
Oh no.
will.
Okay, I don't want to talk about this. Let's change the subject.
Okay, but this is
Okay. Cut. I think it's 100. Sank. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Sent you $4.99 again.
Thank you.
Uncle Tony and Kathy. What did the insomniac agnostic dyslexic do? If you get the answer, I'll buy another shirt to add to the collection.
What did the
insomniac agnostic dyslexic do?
It's me. Well, I'm not really dyslexic.
He did something.
What did he do?
What did he do?
Oh God!
He woke up his dog. I don't know. Dog dyslexic. He reads backwards.
Oh, right.
I don't know. God would be dog. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I haven't had enough coffee to answer that. He's awake. He's an insomniac. He's up all night. He's agnostic and he's dyslexic. Can you answer that?
I can't. I'm just drawing a blank.
DeSoto is walking in front of me.
I'm just drawing a blank.
Yeah. If I didn't have to read comments, maybe we might get it. Martin Kaufman said $50.
Whoa! Thank you, Martin.
Thank you, Martin. Oh no, this is a terrible question. When will you be taking the Miata to the track?
The Miata's gone. The Miata's gone.
It's gone,
It's been
Martin.
parted out. It's been cut up. It's been dragged away. There's nothing left of it.
Oh, sorry, that was the cat. Yeah, sorry, Martin. But we're taking other things to the track.
Yes, other things are going to the track.
DeSoto. He doesn't care. He just does not care that we're doing a live stream. Thank you so much, Martin.
Yes, Martin, I'm sorry to
We
disappoint
really
you.
appreciate that. That was very generous of you.
Built the car, finished the car, ran the car around the parking lot. When I started the project, I was like, ooh, autocross could be a lot of fun. And then after I finished the project and I ran it around the parking lot a couple of times, I was like, yeah, this does nothing for me. So I tried to get other people to take this thing and bring it autocrossing, right? And I had 3 separate people who were like, yeah, it's a great idea, let's do this thing. And as always, it's like, let's do this thing. Okay, I'll be there next week. And then you don't hear from them for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Oh yeah, I didn't forget about you. right? And it's like, and it's just like after the third time, I was like, no, this thing is just in my way. I have no interest in doing anything with it myself, and I want that 170 for a different project because I'm going to build that 170 different engine, different engine for Plan Z.
This cat.
Get the freaking cat off the
I'm
table.
trying. I keep pushing. Sorry, guys. I keep pushing him down. He keeps coming back.
Between the cat and the beeping.
My whole life is like this. It's always like not normal. Any plans coming up for the Blue Roadrunner? Main Muscle wants to know.
Not immediate plans, no. So, we're talking about the Blue Roadrunner.
Wait, Mike Antonis answered it. He couldn't sleep because he was up all night wondering if there really was a dog.
Leave it to an Antonis.
Sure. Sounds right.
So much brain packed between the ears. I know the Antonises for years and years. They're beautiful people. The Roadrunner, the Blue Roadrunner. So we built that like 12 years ago, and we had a group of Mopar people in the area, and we used to go out, and we'd cruise around, we'd get together and stuff like that, and that's when we were using the car. And everybody kind of went their own separate ways, and in the car just sat and it sat and it sat and it sat. But yesterday I was at a show, and a guy walked up to me that I didn't recognize, and he's like, how you doing? I'm like, good. How are you doing? And he's like, you don't know who I am? I says, no. Who are you? He says, John with the green Duster or green Barracuda. Oh my God! Because I hadn't seen this guy in like 10 years, 11 years. I built the motor that's in his Barracuda. And then once he said who he was, because he put on a couple of pounds. Not crazy.
We all did.
We all did, right? But when I knew him, he was just a skinny little guy, and now he filled out. So I just did not recognize him. And but anyway, it was ironic because Kathy and I were just talking about that yesterday or the day before, back when we had the collective of
That day I
local
mentioned
Mopar people.
Michael Bragg.
Yeah, Michael Bragg is another one. He's
his
got
car.
a purple Super B.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like that was the last time the car was used, and it's like there really hasn't been a purpose to use it since. And the only reason we've built any of these other cars in the meantime was because of YouTube. Otherwise, we wouldn't have built anything.
Yeah, not really.
No. So it's like eventually we'll circle back to the car, but first I got to dig out from under these other messes that we've created for each other, for ourselves.
Colin Johnson sent 10 Canadian dollars.
Thank you.
Tony, what's your preference on cam? LSA for a hot street car. I'm building a high-ish comp 406 small block Chevy for my Le Mans with a 4-speed and 410 gears. I hear the 106, 108 LSA has better mid-range over the 112 to 114.
The tighter the LSA, the punchier the motor gets. There's more to it than just a lobe separation. There's more to it than just the duration. There's also the profile of the ramps. Some grinders have more aggressive ramps than others, so you can't always go by LSA. You really need to talk. I like cams with a short LSA. Forget about the fact they sound really cool, right? But that's besides the point. I like that punchiness, that 3,500, 4,000 RPM. You hit it and it just barks, right? But you really got to talk to cam grinders. They all have tech lines. Tell them what you got. Tell them what you're doing, and get some recommendations. Because like I said, the biggest thing is that they all have different ramp profiles. Just going by the numbers, just going by the LSA, the lift, and the duration is not telling the whole story of the camshaft. Does that make any sense?
Sandquist TK says, what happened to the Slant 6 Turbo project?
I have the car, the motor, everything else. Doobie had other life things going on, and I've got all of that stuff now. I plan on giving it away. But I don't know how or to who or when, so that's why I haven't talked about it. Everything is going to get given away. but I don't know yet. So it's kind of just in limbo at the moment.
Let's see. What happened to Wednesday night tech talk?
We had to streamline. We had to streamline. We had to cut it back. Um,
We had to stop doing it for a little while.
yeah, there was too much. There was too much weirdness. Is the only way that I can explain it to you guys. Vague and specific at the same time. There was too much weirdness going on with this event and certain people and you know what? I don't have the capacity for it. I just there's no I don't need to deal with drama. I don't need to deal with people's
YouTube
craziness
drama.
and YouTube drama and egos and trolls. And I don't have the capacity for it. So I was like, you know what? Just stop everything. So we did. We stopped it for a couple of months. And then like last week I was like, hey, you want to do a live tonight? And she was like, sure. And well, there we were last week, and we had a good time last week. So we're doing it again this week.
We did need to take a break.
Well, you needed to take a break.
I think we both need to take a break from it.
I had to get away from weirdness. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying Dallas.
Right, no,
I'm
not
not,
Dallas. No.
Dallas is not the weirdness, right? But I had to get away from the rest of the weirdness. Politics and just silliness and just people turning on each other and getting petty and weird and stuff like
Lots
that.
of backstabbing going on.
Backstabbing, and it's like no, just no.
Go away.
Right?
we will
I
go
make
away.
videos about cars and car people doing car things. I don't need drama.
Yeah.
And, so that's why we just pulled the plug on everything.
Zero says, Tony, ever gonna get to the Shroud project?
I'm gonna build a shroud just for you, Zero.
Terry says, Tony, my order in for a t-shirt. No autograph is required. Thank you for great YouTube videos.
Well, thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you, Terry.
I'll autograph the thing. I feel weird doing that. Just make sure you catch
Dallas
those.
still does it, yeah.
Yeah, Dallas is still doing it.
Yeah.
Dallas and Shane Polito, who's an engineer over at TCI.
It was also a lot doing 2 a week. It was a lot.
Oh,
I think
I-
we were doing more videos. We do more videos now? Well, on those
No, we're doing the
days.
same amount of videos. We're doing the same amount of videos. We're doing like on average 4 to 5 a week.
Mm.
But no, I had to just clear everything out. There was way too much weird, and I don't need. Okay, so like okay, my shop is my sanctuary. Okay, and I go there to commune with my machines and my tools and my head and everything else, right? And there was just everybody had to go. Everybody had to go. Everything had to be cleared out. And now I'm back to my happy place. Does that make any sense? Now I go to the shop and it's like, oh, there's no drama. There's no weirdness. There's no, you know what I mean? And so,
Ryan T sent you 10 Canadian.
thank you.
Hello, Tony. When looking for ways to save weight in a 64 to 74 Mopar, regardless of body, what was the strangest thing you saved weight on that completely surprised you that others have overlooked? What a question.
That's a great question. All right. So you have to get to the nitpicky portions of pulling weight out. Okay, because the obvious stuff, right? The insulation and stuff like that, right? You have to get to the really nitpicky stuff. So what I found was, okay, the plates that they add for seatbelts. So I keep the driver's seatbelt. Obviously, the driver, you take everything out. You have to have seatbelts in the driver's compartment. But passenger and rear seatbelts, the plates that anchor them to the floor add up. When you take them all out, it's like 4 pounds. The reinforcements for the front bumper, this is like Universal, all of the A and B bodies of that era. There's reinforcements inside the frame for the front bumper, and you can cut 3/4 of them out and still be able to secure the bumper to the car. That saves weight. The door hinges all have reinforcement plates, and you can trim them, right? It's a little difficult. You get a little weird there when you're talking about the door plates, but it's like little stuff like that. There's reinforcements built in around the car that if you're building a drag car, you don't need. Now, I'm not saying take this stuff out of the car you use to drive every day and you put your family in and everything. That's completely different. I'm talking about a car that you're going just like, all I care about is it's going to go A to B, right? There's a lot of places you can pull weight out.
Okay, so Abel D is saying, what is the Dallas drama? There's no Dallas
No, no,
drama.
no
No
drama with
Dallas
Dallas at
drama.
all.
No, there's no
No,
problem with Dallas. Zero problem with Dallas.
zero
We
problem with
love
Dallas.
Dallas.
Right, love Dallas. But there's a tribe around Dallas that created a lot of drama.
Let's see. Will it be Windows? Yeah, that's an old
Open
one.
windows.
Shane is one smart dude.
Yeah, Shane is very smart. That's how he got to be an engineer at
Mm-hmm.
the corporation.
David Leonard says that Mr. Will guy got way too crazy.
You know what? I have nothing against Mr. Will. Here's how I see this. Right. So, Mr. Will wanted to be somebody.
It's kind of sad,
Everybody,
actually.
everybody wants to be somebody. So Mr. Will wanted to be somebody, and so what he did was he took a shot at the big guy in the room. It's just exactly the same as they tell you. You know, if you're up against a group of people, right? Just find the biggest guy and hit him. Okay. So Mr. Will just did that in an internet way. Would I have done it? Probably not, right? But I have nothing against him. He took his shot. He wanted to make a name for himself, so he did. But it was the way people that were working out of my shop handled it. And I'm not talking about Dallas, but people who were working out of my shop, it was the way they handled it that to me said, nope, everybody's got to go. And they did.
Chris Sanders sent $10.
Thank you, Chris.
Hey, Uncle, I have tried everything I can but anything past half throttle doesn't make a difference on my '84 Lincoln. It's throttle body injected 302, and no matter what RPM or if you stomp it.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably, you got one or two issues going on. It's either fuel starvation or clogged restricted exhaust system. One of those two things is going to do it. I mean, reaching way out there, you could say valve flow, but it's not going to be that. The typical common problem is either going to be not enough fuel pressure, a clogged filter, something along those lines, or collapsed catalytic converter. Sometimes you get double wall pipe, the inner pipe will collapse. There's all sorts of things going to happen like that. It's going to be fuel system or exhaust system.
It's the Great Reset at UTG.
Yes, we had the Great
We
Reset.
had the Great Reset.
We had the Great Reset.
We'll probably do it again, too.
I will do it many times.
Uh-huh. We just go with the flow.
People are like, here you gotta understand something, right? I tell anybody who ever comes to work for me, and this is going on now, or work with either with me or for me. Doesn't make any difference to me. I tell everybody up front, right? It's going to be good until it's not good. You know what I mean? You're going to end up hating me somehow or another. I tell people that up front, right? I don't play well with others. I don't pretend to play well with others. I don't put up a front of playing well with others. As long as we're all coming from the same place, we all get along great. And I don't care your level of experience. I don't care your age. I don't care your background. I don't care. You could wear a freaking dress. You could be whatever color or thing you want to be. It makes no difference to me. None of that stuff makes a difference to me. What makes a difference to me is cool. You got to be cool, okay? Meaning that, you know, you don't do stupid shit. And people will tend to do stupid shit over time. And at that point, I just don't have any capacity for it. So I tell people going in, anytime I get involved with anybody, I tell them, listen, you know, this will last a week, it'll last a month, it'll last a year, it'll last 10 years. I don't know how long it's going to last, but to me, it's an experiment. Let's see what happens.
Max Wedge Dick Dastardly sent you $5.
Thank you, man.
Don't buy Mono Italy steering wheel online. Mine fell apart last night leaving the line. Oh my God. I lost the second round. I let off, got scared, laugh out loud. That's terrible.
You would have been better off sticking a vice grip on that.
Oh man, that's crazy. Thank you. I'm glad you're okay. Jeez. Nuts. Lily. Quiet. Let's see. Hmm. Huh.
Well,
Mr. Will is a pretty cool dude.
if you like him, you like him.
Yeah, it's your business if you like him. Let's see. I don't like him. Let's see. Craig Davis, $20.
Thank you, Craig.
UT, with the auto and custom converter in Bottle Rocket, do you think it will wheel stand on a prepared track?
It wheel stands in the street.
There you go, Craig. Thank you so much for your question and your donation to the channel. We really appreciate that. Yes, Mo Mac, you missed some drama. You're a very lucky person. Is that how Tony proposed to Kathy? I'm still here. It's been a long time, Tony.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, you put up with a lot of shit.
I have the patience. I've got the good patience. I've been gifted with it. Danny Boyd says I didn't really catch the drama. Good for you.
Well, you didn't catch the drama because we don't put the drama out there.
Yeah, you have to go to their channel for it.
You gotta go to their channels. You find all the drama you need. We don't do drama. I make videos about cars and car people doing car things. And then everybody lets their egos get involved in it. The problem is, YouTube brings out the ego in everybody, right?
Why would that be?
Social media brings out social media in general, right, is a cancer, right? It's a societal cancer.
It really is.
No, seriously, because before social media, the gauge was how is somebody when they're drunk. Okay? You don't know how somebody really is until, and honestly, that's where, you know, the tradition of, like, you know, going out to drinks to have a business meeting or anything like that. The tradition of that is based on the fact that once somebody's had a couple of drinks, their true colors come out. You get to see them. You get to really feel who they are. And that's where that whole social drinking thing came from, you know, societally over time. So nowadays, it's how is somebody on their social media, their Facebook or their Instagram or their Twitter or whatever it happens to be. You get to see people's true colors. Now, with YouTube, it takes it and amplifies it. It goes crazy. And what I found now, since I've been doing this for a while, and I keep seeing a repeating cycle over and over again, is that some people are so desperate to be famous. They are so freaking desperate to be famous or be known or whatever it is, that they let all reason and logic and senses of loyalty and stuff like that just go right out the window. So
Lily, come here. Cookie?
YouTube is a very weird place. It's a very weird place.
Who's my good girl? She came. Look. She's a good girl. I have to give her a cookie. Here, hold this for a second.
Okay. I'll film you getting her a cookie.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, this is Kathy going in to get Lily a cookie. Okay, can we see it through the window? I can't read. I don't have my glasses on, so let's see. Where is she? There's Kathy getting there. She goes. There's the cat. Here's the cat. Look, turn it. Look, here's the cat. Okay. Here's the cat in 3D. Look.
Okay, yeah,
3D.
You're making me dizzy.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds like politics, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Cat cam, yeah. Maggie missing?
No, she's here someplace.
Okay. Jolly Rancher, when are we going to see carb conversion videos to E85? Would be great content. Thermoquad?
I'm reluctant to do anything with E85 only because I don't want to be married to E85. I do all of my own personal cars around pump gas that you can get anywhere, anytime, normal gas. So it's not that I have anything against E85 or alcohol or nitro or anything like that, but I only focus on things that I consider that for me if I've got one of my cars out someplace and I pull into a hodunk gas station in the middle of absolutely nowhere, the only thing I care about is that I can reach to the pump, go like that, fill it up or whatever it is, and then go on my way. And that's why I don't do any 885 stuff.
Franco says Tony is 100% correct.
Of course I am, Franco. Duh.
B&R Racing.
Hey, BNR.
What do you see happening, Tony, with the super inflation going on with the car and truck hobby in 2023 and 2024?
Whoops.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is she okay?
She's okay.
Wait, is she all right?
Does she need a hand?
Yes, she needs a hand.
Yeah, she can't step backwards.
Okay. You got it? All right. Sorry, Poppy was having a little bit of an episode getting in the door.
Yeah.
She's 16 almost.
What do I see happening with inflation? And okay, I think you're going to see the high end stuff come down. I think you're going to see the low end stuff go up. I think that over the next 2 or 3 years, because there's irreparable damage has been done to the automotive supply chain. New cars are not available. They're priced, and when they are available, they're priced way crazy. Finance rates are through the roof. Parts are becoming difficult. Parts are becoming more expensive. Parts are becoming less reliable. In today's modern cars, a simple sensor takes out the car, right? Until it can be repaired. When you can't get the parts reliably, there's major problems going on right now. But the automotive supply chain has been fractured, and I honestly don't think it's going to recover in the form that it was. So I think that what's going to happen is people with wealth, people who are buying, let's say, people right now who are investing, they're buying land, they're buying gold, silver, they're buying collectibles, art, paintings, things of intrinsic lasting value to protect themselves against the inflation, are going to pile into cars, but they're going to pile into cars that the main thing is going to be survivability. They're not going to care about, it's got this many horsepower, or it's got this trim package, or it's got that rarity. They're not going to care about that. They're going to care about, it's a car that I can take care of, and it'll last, and I can pass it on to my kids or my grandkids, and it'll be a family heirloom, and 100 years from now, it'll still be a car, and it'll still be viable. Those are the cars that are going to skyrocket in value. And I don't mean years from now. I mean like now, like it's happening right now.
Dakota wants to know, is Bottle Rocket ready to run for the big race, or any more changes or tuning?
No, Bottle Rocket is absolutely ready to go. Got an empty bottle now.
Did you use it all?
Yes.
Playing
Yes.
around?
I use the whole bottle doing just off the line squirts with it. The hit is vicious. The hit is really it's mediocre. The hit is mediocre, normally aspirated, which you'd expect. It's a freaking 318, right? But the hit on nitrous with that converter is vicious. I mean, it's vicious, and the suspension works perfectly. I cannot begin to tell you how fluid that car is. It just you hit it, the converter flashes, it just grunts right in, it gracefully leans back. With the stick, it was a problem. It was very violent. It was getting like 170, 60 foots out of it, but it was very violent, twitchy and stuff like that. I don't know what the 60-foot numbers are now, but I can tell you that the launch is infinitely smoother. It's like just poetry. You pull the button, you hit the pedal, and just hang on, and everything is it's just beautiful.
Does Nothing Special says, my employer has 50 new Macs on order. Can't get the chips for them. Still?
Yeah, no, that's please.
Still no chips?
It's not just chips. There's more to it than that. There's much more to it than that. And it'll all come out over time.
Dion says, your guys' Sunday night is now my awesome Monday morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Does it leave straight?
Yes, except for that one time. If it bites, yeah, it goes dead straight. But I had her in the car, and it bit, but it didn't transfer, so it broke traction right away and hooked to the right hard. Um,
Which I'm used to.
what's that?
Which I'm used
Yeah,
to.
yeah, she's used to it. She's been in all kinds of stuff like that. But but when the suspension settles back, yeah, dead straight, dead straight. You could drive that car. You literally close your eyes, take your hands off the wheel, and just it'll motor straight through.
Brother Dio says, does Uncle Tony have any interest in taking the junkyard jet for a pull at the track?
No,
What is left for him in that project? Cheers from Canada.
nothing. Those guys have gone off on their own. They have their own channel. You can follow everything they're doing on their channel. Um, you know, but I have no idea what they've got left to do with the car.
What is going on over there?
I don't know. Hey,
Hold this.
well, I'll go. I'll go.
You're gonna go?
Yeah.
Go check.
All
Go
right,
see.
What are we doing here, girl?
We don't know what's happening. There's growling.
What are we growling? This is the bush.
Is Maggie there?
Yeah, Maggie. Maggie. Oh, you know what it is?
What?
Oh, it's Maggie and Darla having a battle. Oh, Maggie buried something in the bush.
Oh, okay.
And Darla was over there.
Watching her unbury it?
Yeah, 'cause Maggie hides her treats. So Darla was
This
like
is Darla.
watching Maggie.
Darla, you trying to steal Maggie's treats?
You gotta stay away from her. She's
Yes.
gonna rip your face off eventually.
Well, they'll rip each other's faces. Ethan Manley says, glad to have Sunday Night Lives back. High fives.
It's nice to be back.
Let's see. TC says Tony should open classes to the Uncle Tony School of Automotive Hard Knocks.
Yeah, I've had a lot of hard knocks,
It's okay.
but I look for them.
Yeah, you enjoy
I
them.
enjoy them.
Max Wedge Dick Dastardly says, I have good traction with stock suspension. Leaves hard enough to break the steering wheel. Laugh out loud.
There you go.
150, 60 foot.
There you go.
Oh. See, she's going crazy over there.
It kills me. It kills me when people load all kinds of stuff in their cars. This Mopar suspension is so perfect. I have a friend, Dave Dudek. He has a 69 Roadrunner. He's gone 980s with this thing, right? Or maybe he's gone 970s. Quarter mile now. Quarter mile. He's gone 970s with this thing. With a completely stock rear suspension on 7-inch wide polyglass tires. Like it is a 4,000 pound Roadrunner. The rear suspension in the car is completely dead freaking stock satellite station wagon springs. Not Roadrunner GTX Hemi springs. No, they're satellite station wagon springs. Stock. No pinion snubber. No fancy anything. Just he's got good shocks on it. That's it. And this thing goes 980s on 7-inch wide polyglasses on a dead stock low performance Mopar rear suspension. And you see all these freaking people, oh, you gotta put Caltrax on there and you gotta put that. Oh, Jesus. No, the less you put on a Mopar rear suspension, the better it works.
In your speaker says, I have $6,000 and I want to get a decent starter muscle car. What's your preferred top 3 picks?
$6,000. Define muscle car, because if you got $6,000, your best bet is a Fox body Mustang. Right now, I don't know if you're talking about '60s muscle car, you're gonna have a hard time finding anything really good muscle car wise at that price. Most everything you're gonna find is a project, a basket case. That's not a lot of money to be messing around with, like Roadrunners and 442s and stuff like that. But $6,000, you can lock yourself into a really good Fox body. You can lock yourself into a really good G body. I would say that if you got $6,000, you're looking for maximum bang for the buck. A Fox or a G body would be the way to go.
Let's see. Camaro Firebird 93 to 02.
Yeah, they're okay. They're not as good. They're not as workable as the other two.
Let's see. Foxes can be a real PITA. PITA? Well, everything, right?
Everything can be a real.
Everything, right?
And
Let's
if it
see.
was easy, everybody would do it.
Right.
Everybody would have one.
Yeah. Let's see. Stupid beep is driving me crazy.
Who is it?
Motormouth Radio.
What do they want?
I don't know. I can't read the message. I'm on live.
Oh, Motormouth Radio. If you guys are watching, my friends have they do a thing called Motormouth Radio. Motormouth Radio. If you're
Mouth.
watching this,
Mouth.
Motormouth. Yes.
Your New York accent has gotten worse recently.
I know.
I think it's just you being lazy.
If you're watching this, text me.
Yeah, go text Tony.
Yeah. Text me now. I got the phone right here. Oh, the artichokes are cooking faster than normal. So head home when you can.
Yeah, and then I called you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Red Bottle Rocket is ready to go. Can't wait for the race results. You know, neither can I. Can you wait, Tony?
I can wait. It'll be fun.
Wait.
Though. It'll be fun. Andy still hasn't gotten his truck back. It's still over at the guy who's doing the exhaust for him. The headers, building headers, which is not a simple job.
Mm-hmm. Matthew Cohn says, "Left my ass off." Tony loves artichokes. They're delicious.
Yeah.
They're stuffed artichokes. NSB Custom Cars. Howdy, Tony, Kathy, and everyone. I hope you had a great weekend. So far, so good. Hope you did too. Ew, artichokes, not the way I make them.
She makes good artichokes.
Italian stuffed artichokes. Delicious. You've never had one. Yeah, well, you need to meet somebody that knows how to cook.
Yeah.
Was that mean? Was that mean? Did I just say something mean?
Yeah, but it's true. You're going to find that your basic artichoke is going to be a real disappointment. It's got to be cooked right.
Right. You gotta stuff it with like breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese and pieces of garlic and olive oil, and then you put it in the pot and you cook it. It's delicious. 40 Mamba, yes, I make stuffed artichokes too. See, 40 Mamba could make you some artichokes.
Hey.
James Campbell says, been following for a couple of years. I love how though you're Mopar, it's a typo. It's a typo.
That's okay.
Well, thank you for following, James.
Thank you.
Artie was a hitman? No. How is that rusty metal primer engine paint job holding up?
They hold up great. I've been using it. I've been doing it literally since the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Try stuffed pumpkin. That's good too. Would you eat that?
No, I would not eat that. No.
Dada Le Breton says, come on, Ultra Kathy, say it like Rocky's wife, Adrian. Win, Tony, win. I think that Tony could actually win.
The car.
I'm not going to say it's going to be easy win, but I think that Tony can win.
It's not going to be an easy win. No. And I said before, I'm counting on it. That one run, no test and tune, no nothing, just off the trailer and go. I'm counting that to work to my advantage. It's not going to be an easy race. Andy is sharp. Andy's good. Okay, Andy's really good. I learned from Andy. I got carburetor issues. Who do you think I called? You know what I mean? It's Andy.
See, that's nice that you talk about other YouTubers.
But it's true.
And say that you learn from them.
It's true.
That's awesome that you do that.
You're always learning. There's always
exactly.
New things.
I agree. Some people have a hard time with that.
Yeah, I know. So, I know, but I think honestly, like I said, I've been playing with the car. I've been playing with the damn thing. I don't want to wear out the tires because you can't get, right now the drag radials are not available, so I don't want to go any further with the tires, and I've run the bottle out once on the car. And the launch is everything. I don't really care what happens after the launch. After the launch, it's autopilot. The car's going to do whatever it's going to do. It's getting it off the starting line. That's a problem. But it's not a problem with this car. It works really, really good. Really good. So we'll see what happens.
And you have some experiences.
I may have had an experience.
You may have had an experience or two. You can do it, Tony.
It's not me. It's the car.
Nah, the car can do it.
The car can do it.
Twaddle Davidson says, "Hey, Uncle Kathy and Tony. Love to see the Mopar record back on the scene. All of the best, my friends." Thank you, Twaddle
Thank you.
Davidson.
That's really. I tell you something. It's really. It's that truck is grungy.
It's gross.
It's grungy.
It's really
It
bad.
looks so much better in video.
Yeah, anytime you take a picture, it always looks better.
Yeah, it looks so much better in video than it does in real life. But I'm picking at it. I'm picking
Yeah.
at it.
We're going to work on it over the winter.
Yeah. I got to get it ready now to haul to wherever Andy wants to race.
Mm-hmm. Chris Sanders sent you $5.
Thank you, Chris.
I'm running straight pipes and have thrown every part at it. Fuel pressure is spot on, timing too. Falls on its face past half throttle no matter what.
All right, read that one more time now.
I'm running straight pipes,
Straight pipes.
and have thrown every part at it. Fuel pressure is spot on, timing too. Falls on its face past half throttle no matter what.
Okay, so if it's not RPM sensitive, but it's throttle position sensitive, and you've got good fuel pressure, then that's telling me you've got a weak spark. Timing could be right, but if the spark is weak, what's happening is
Maggie.
as you open the throttle and you're loading the chamber, you don't have enough spark to light it. So I would check the quality of spark is probably going to be it. Check the coil wire, check the cap, check the rotor.
Destroyer 1320 says, "See you soon, UTG." Where are you going to see them?
I don't know. Do we have another stalker?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so.
I've had a couple of them.
Right? I don't think so. We're not going to be at any events.
No. We go to events, but we sneak in and sneak out.
Mm-hmm. James Campbell, do you give shop tours to fans?
No.
My goal next year when I get my 56 Ford panel on the road again, Maggie, is to travel from Florida, Maggie, to some of the YouTube influencers and visit their shops. UTG faster with.
Yeah,
So Tony's in and out a lot.
I'm in and out.
He's in and out a lot.
All
He
day.
doesn't just like stay there all day and work. He like goes in and out.
Right. I can explain it to you. I don't. It's
Send him your clone to hang out. Fasting 85 says.
look,
Okay.
so
It's really nice that you want to come visit. And
Yes.
we really, really appreciate that. But Tony is always in and out of the shop. He's never just there regular standard hours, and he's always running around.
yeah, and if I'm working on something, if I'm there, I'm working on something, and I really don't.
And if I walk in and he's working on something, I know to back away.
She
Just
doesn't even
walk
talk-
backwards.
She don't even come in.
Right, I don't come in. I know
Nobody-
if he's busy working, just leave him alone.
Right. It's bad. I'm bad like that.
It's funny, but
Yeah.
I get it.
No.
We can't see Tony through the animals. I know.
I work with the doors locked. You know what I mean? I work with the doors locked. I'm in the car, and it's always like, anybody in there? You in there? And I lower the radio or whatever I've got.
Tony.
It's low. I'm telling
Okay,
you.
so
I'm telling you like it is. I'm telling
this
you like it
isn't a
is.
new thing, though. You've always been like this.
I hide.
You hide.
I hide.
Like when people, we used to run the shop out of the house, and sometimes the customers would come to the door.
Right, I hide.
And all of a sudden, I see Tony flying over the couch. And hiding in the back of the couch. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, just go answer the door for me right now. Oh
I
my
hide.
goodness. It's too funny.
If I even if I even think that there's somebody outside, and there often is, because you're doing YouTube, right? And do you remember that one time there was some guy parked in front
So
of the
funny.
shop? He was trying to get into the shop,
Yeah.
and we snuck out and went around the whole back of the building.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. Like I feel really bad. I feel really bad. But it's like it's kind of a constant thing, you know? So it's like you, you can't talk to everybody, you know? Like we feel bad. I feel bad. But yeah.
I feel bad too, but not in the moment. Like in the moment, I'm like, oh God, no, and I hide.
I don't think that we should be telling people that watch our channel these things.
Why? These
Because they're
are
gonna be like, oh, what jerks.
no. I mean, I never make. I represent myself as who and what I am. I don't. You know what I mean? I'm not. I don't candy coat anything. I'm a neurotic recluse. I've always been a neurotic recluse. I don't go to shows. I don't. Okay, so yesterday, right? I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not going to
Don't
mention
mention
any names.
any
I'm not going to
names.
mention any names. Okay. So yesterday, I go to a local show because I want to pick up some parts. Okay. I want to see what's there. Watch out, Maggie.
A mod top theme on the moto.
Ooh,
Interesting.
that is interesting.
That is interesting.
I like that idea.
The interior would be so expensive though.
So just cut up a shower curtain.
We don't have to be like that. We don't have to
You
be
want
like
mod
that.
top? Just cut up a freaking shower
Cirque
curtain.
says I hide from my kids.
Yeah. Okay. You see. So I decide to go to the show yesterday, right?
Yeah, we went to the show early.
And my goal is just to go through the swap meet.
Oh.
I'm looking for a couple of
I'm
things.
trying not to film Maggie's butt.
She has a beautiful butt.
All right, get her off the table.
Maggie, come over here. Over here. Good girl. I love you. All right. So
There's no shame in it, Tony. Laugh out loud. I've done the same.
So I go to this show just to go through the swap meet, right? And lots of people recognize me,
Of
and
course,
they come
like,
over and
you're
they
on
shake your
YouTube.
hand, and it's like, oh great, yeah, that's cool, and I'm good with that. I'm good
And
with
you're
that,
appreciative of that.
and I'm appreciative of that. I honestly am.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Because
Definitely
it all
is.
depends how you handle it.
Right.
But then what happens is, so you go to one of these events, or you go to a show, you go anything like that, and let's say 5 people walk up and say, hey, I watch your channel, right? And they shake your hand or whatever. Hey, can I take a quick picture with you? Yeah, sure, that's fucking great. Let's do this, right?
Your mouth.
Yes,
Kids
excuse my
watching.
French, right? I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. But then there's the guy who stands in front of you, like blocks you, okay, and starts like just throwing questions and like telling you his life story, right? So okay, so then, but that happens. That happens. It's like people just don't know how to be cool, okay? So then, there's another well-known YouTuber there, okay?
More than you.
More than me, yes, yes. Okay, and me and this other known YouTuber cross paths every once in a while. Okay, so and it's like, hey man, hey, what's going on? Blah blah, and that's it, right? It's like really simple. So there's a third YouTuber there. Don't.
No. Let it go.
There's a third YouTuber.
Let it go.
I can't.
You can let it go. You can let it go.
No, but I'm not going to say anything bad about it. I'm not going to say
I
anything bad.
understand, but just let it go. Let it go.
All right.
The other YouTuber was really awesome,
Which one?
and we liked them very much.
Yes, I like both of these YouTubers.
Mhm.
Okay, I like both of these YouTubers. So me and the well-known YouTuber are chatting. Well, actually, the 3 of us are chatting. When the third YouTuber, who I like this guy. You know what I mean? Say, I'm not saying he did anything like, right? But the third YouTuber whips out a camera and starts filming
Well, and everybody's gonna know now who it is because they're gonna see the film.
me and this other YouTuber. He doesn't have that many viewers. He doesn't have that many viewers.
Oh my goodness.
So it's like we're just talking like we're being guys. We're just being guys. We're just hanging out, talking, being guys. Okay. But then, like I said, the third YouTuber whips out a camera and starts like all of a sudden. So you can't just be a guy hanging out doing a thing. It's like you got to be always on. It's terrible. It's terrible.
It happens. It's what it is. But I mean, we met some very nice people there
Yes,
who were
absolutely.
really, really nice,
Yes.
and we appreciated that they came over.
Yeah.
But I think that I saw some people, like I tried not to really look around too much because I didn't want to be conspicuous. But I think I saw a couple people like looking in our direction, and I immediately had the feeling like of they were thinking like, I can't go over there. He says, don't go over there. He says, don't recognize him.
No, to the
I felt very uncomfortable because of that.
I don't go to any place where anybody expects me to be because then you know that there's going to be people there, right? So, but like I said, if I show up someplace and people are like, "Hello, Tony," and I'm like, "Yeah, great," and they'll walk over and they'll just shake your hand
Yeah, well, what you're saying is like you don't want to go to an event and be in a tent and sign autographs,
oh, that's
meet a
completely out of
line
the
of
question.
people that want to meet you.
Right,
Right, you can't do that.
right.
Not that it's bad that other people do it. That's fine.
Yeah,
Tony,
some people like to be in the
yes,
spotlight.
some
I don't
people
like to be in
love
the
that.
spotlight. So, which is a weird business that I'm in, but that's besides the point. So the people who just come here, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Go on. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Ooh,
baby.
did she
I
just
I
fall?
I just,
Is she okay?
She's fine.
Oh my
She's fine.
goodness. Oh.
So,
Zero says, Kathy, when Ari and I actually meet you both someday, we will wear shirts with our names on them. Okay.
so like I said, the people who like they give you the thumbs up or the fist bump or the handshake or whatever, that's awesome. I totally appreciate that. It's the ones who make a thing out of it that sucks all the fun out of. I just want to go look at parts. I'm no
Franco
different.
says, Tony, you know Ivo was rather standoffish because he never knew when a weirdo would approach him.
I know.
Hmm.
Mm.
What's up, Joe Brennan?
Ivo is one of the coolest people I have ever talked to. He's really amazing.
Cold War Motors, haha, weird business for those of us who don't like to leave the yard.
Right? Right?
That's what it is. That's really, really what it is.
It's yeah, well, at least once a week. I swear to God, at least once a week. I say I have that moment of
Well,
self-reflection.
stop wearing UTG t-shirts, Tony.
It's like a uniform.
Change your hat.
But all I have is that's it. I got work
Rick
pants, I got
Salmon,
black
never
shirts.
meet your heroes. That's right. Yeah, don't ever do it because they won't be your heroes
I will
anymore.
disappoint you. I guarantee.
But that's everybody. Everybody, people always will build people up bigger than they actually are. So you know that you're going to be a disappointment.
Yeah, I am 100% guaranteed to disappoint you.
Big Belly Racing says, guess I'm invisible. You're not invisible. I have a lot of comments here.
But yeah, Cold War. Like seriously, like once a week, man, I have this moment of reflection where I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I doing this? And then I realize the pay is pretty damn
You're
good.
providing for your family.
Let's do this thing.
Remember our first video? You're like, I like money. You're like, I don't want to do it. And then you're like, I like money. Sierra says, haha, all of my friends in bands while on tour watch your stuff or dig into the merch box. Haha, funny. What's up, Jason Booher? Booher? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Tony will wear I'm Ari's shirt. Uncle Kathy will wear and I'm Will's shirt. Will. Ari will wear an I'm Uncle Brian Cabral t-shirt. This stuff is easy to fix. Right away.
How's he doing these days?
Do you really care? I don't care.
My favorite troll. The guy's amazing. The guy's just amazing.
Let's see. Cole Wilmer says, haha, yeah, I just build slow cars so I don't have to go to a racetrack. So Tony,
You win.
like, yeah.
You win. You win. That's why I made the biggest mistake I ever made when I got involved in this business was saying, oh, I know about fast cars. Oh no. Oh no.
Cool. Motors is laughing.
You win.
It's true though. Mopar Matt says I could not deal with the attention.
No, it's rough. And other people like live for it. They just like literally live for it. And I'm not saying it's bad. If that's what you're into, then well, there you go.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
YouTube,
No.
right?
Some
Knock
people
yourself out.
enjoy it.
I'm not like that.
The only time I liked it was when I was driving the swinger one way down 96 and coming the other way, a truck screamed UTG. That's cool.
I get a kick out
Yeah,
of it.
that's cool.
That literally happens like every day.
Does it happen
Yeah,
to you
it
every
happens to
day?
me every day. I'll either be getting gas or coffee or whatever. And it's like,
Weirdos.
UTG!
Weirdos with mechanic fetishes.
What did you say?
Weirdos with mechanic fetishes. Tony,
There's them
you
too.
come up with the craziest stuff. But you know it is, other YouTubers don't mention it, but you do.
I talk about it.
Right, you talk about it. Dave cares for you, sent you $9.99.
Thank you, Dave.
Bottle Rocket 60-foot was better than me on a Hayabusa. Love that thing.
It's a
Thank
fun
you, Dave
car.
cares for you. We appreciate it. Where is Dallas?
At his house.
Oh no, Dallas is actually probably getting ready for the race
I don't know.
right now.
He's
Yeah.
someplace.
Yeah. Tony sees Dallas.
I was at Dallas's house the other day.
Yes. And Kiwi. People asking about Kiwi.
I love Kiwi. Kiwi's amazing. See, Kiwi's cool because Kiwi likes doing the YouTube thing, but he just sees it as a way to further his business, in a way because he's like me. He's old, right? So, well, we're both 60. Or I
Yeah.
think he's 61,
Mm.
and it's like, you know, okay, you only really want to throw wrenches for so long, right? So Kiwi's looking at you at a possibility of making a run at YouTube, and it's a good way for him to make a living. But he doesn't. There's no ego involved in it. Kiwi's just a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we get along because he's just a regular guy. He's a craftsman. He's a brilliant craftsman. I couldn't even imagine doing some of the stuff that he does because he has the artist's eye, right? But he handles it in a healthy way, right? And then you've got other people who have been directly involved with, right, who don't have a healthy thing. It's like there's a hole in their existence and they fill it through like recognition through freaking YouTube.
Well, I mean, a lot of people do that. That's not a rare thing.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone's looking to make their mark in life, you know?
I know.
Some more than others.
No, some people are desperate to be famous.
Franco says, Tony, in the whole history of the circus, Gertie's only ever asked one person to leave.
Who?
I don't know. Was it you, Tony? No, I'm
No,
just
no,
joking.
no.
I'm joking.
He saw a circus custom paint.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Kiwi has the right attitude too. I knew.
Was
I knew
it
what he
was it
talking about.
Broadway?
How could it not be?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Only Franco knows.
Only Franco knows. Doug Norton says, I agree. Kiwi is so chill.
Yeah,
He doesn't even care that you mispronounce his name.
he could care less. He doesn't care. But Kiwi is awesome.
Mhm.
Kiwi is awesome.
Let's see.
And I reconnected today with an old friend of mine who...
Franco says I won't say who it was.
Okay. I reconnected today with an old friend who... Very successful. Like, ridiculous. He's a younger guy. And...
He says Freddie was always welcome.
Okay. But he's about 20 years younger than me. I haven't seen him in about 10, 12 years. And he made himself this amazing business. Like, just amazing, right? Like, I was blown away. I'm like, I'm looking around at what he's established in the time that I hadn't seen him. And it's like, but he's so regular. He's not,
Relax.
all kinds of different people. Hey! Maggie!
Everyone's talking about how much they like Kiwi. Girls, what's the loud beep? Okay, so someone texted me. Bless you, Tony. Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Somebody texted me, so my phone keeps beeping, and I can't get off the video to check the text to make it stop. So,
Hey. All right, that's it. Come
Your dog's responding. I'm sorry.
on.
Wish Kiwi dropped a video every day.
He's too busy to drop a video every day.
Yeah,
You guys
he's
got
working
work
hard.
up the wazoo.
Stevie B, Tony, no name nationals cause any troubles?
Not for me.
No. Kathy, shirt idea. Science reasons. Science reasons. Who's gonna buy that? Zero. I do still want to make the shirt that says, "Can't you see I'm trying to work?" Or "Can't you see I'm working?" Is that it? Can't
Yeah.
you see I'm working?
Yeah, or trying to work.
Can't you see I'm trying to work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Maggie!
We're on for 1 hour and 50 minutes.
Okay, I think we're supposed to go on with Ari after this.
Are you going on with Ari? Okay.
I don't know. Ask Ari. He's right there.
Ari, is Tony going on with you after this? You'll have to text me the information because Tony doesn't know how to copy and paste. Let's see. Can't you see I'm working with Tony hiding behind the car?
Oh, I've hidden behind cars, under cars. I've hidden in bathrooms and no, please, you name it.
Dennis
I hide
Weldon says, is Bottle Rocket going to the No Name Nationals?
there.
No. No.
Neither is
because-
Casper.
Neither is Casper. Back of the shirt can say, you should leave.
So, but that's it's the truth. If you do happen to find yourself in my area and you end up, coming
Yes,
by the
Tony's
shop,
ready for Casper.
I'm hiding.
Tony's hiding.
I am hiding. And you won't find me because I'm so good at it.
Tony, you're very difficult, but we love you. Brandon Peoples,
About a month ago, I come out of the shop. It's like 10 o'clock.
be nice.
It's like 10 o'clock or
nice.
something like that, right?
And not everybody knows, Tony.
No, but I'm
Most
just,
people think, well, you run YouTube, like you must like attention. You know what I mean?
I come out of the shop at like 10 o'clock, right? And there's a guy camped out. There's
When
a
was that?
viewer. What's that?
When was that?
The one that you yelled at me because I told him, I says, I'm going to call the cops.
Oh, right. Okay. Hey, girls, come over here. Well, because you don't know. If it's late at night, yeah, that's weird, you know?
There's a guy camped
Dark.
out in front
Yeah.
of the shop.
Mm-hmm. It's not a good idea to do that because this is a strange world we live in.
If you spook me, I will shoot you.
All right. Tony.
What? Okay.
All right. Brandon People says, I have some carb questions. Is there a website or email where I might get some answers when you have time? Honestly, no.
This is why we do these lives.
Yeah, we are
Ask it now.
bombarded with tech questions and we just cannot answer them all. There's just no way.
Ask it now.
Yeah, there's just no way. Okay. Are you still friends with Wilburn?
What's the next question?
Is there any truth to Bob Liddon Arrow having a poly 318 block?
Quite possibly. Quite possibly.
Zero. Sold. You should leave. Oh. Justin Billington says, I must be a long lost relative of UT because I'm literally exactly the same as him. Crazy77 says, that's creepy.
Welcome to my world.
It is creepy. Like, it is weird. Like, the one time that I was, like, really a little bit freaked out was we were coming out of our house. We were driving down the block. And we drove down the block and we made a right. And there was a truck in front of us. And they stopped their truck and got out and came back to our car. And, like, that was like, okay, this is, like, making me nervous. Like, they just blocked our way and now they're walking back to the car.
Yep.
Like, really, really not cool. Don't ever do that. Like,
Yeah, you get
Don't do
people
that.
show up at your house. They show up at the shop. They ambush you. You know what I mean? It's weird. I'm telling you, it's where you really don't understand unless you've done this, unless you've been on this side of the you can't understand it.
Let's see. Bill McKiska says, "Hey y'all, what's up, Bill?"
What's going on, Bill?
Uh, Dwayne says, "I think he teaches enough on his channel." Well, you're only one person. You can't answer everybody.
If I answered all of the questions that came in, I would do nothing but answer questions, and I can't just filter through and say, well, I'll answer this guy's question and
Right.
I'll answer that guy's question. So I just don't answer any at all. And so we do these lives. So here's your opportunity. You want to ask a question? I'm all ears. This is what I'm here for right now.
Harley Hawk, yeah, that's right, Harley Hawk. He says some people really aren't self-aware. They don't get it or can't imagine how weird it would be. Right, they're not self-aware. They
That's
don't
it.
realize what they're doing.
Yep.
You know?
But then there's also nut jobs out there, right? Which you got to understand. Like it's like the John Lennon syndrome. You know, oh, hang on, Yoko, I'll get the door. You know, it's like you never freaking know. You never know.
1-900 Ask Tony.
We actually probably could do a tech line.
Yeah, what, you just sit there all day and answer text?
If I didn't do this.
Just Tony's hotline. Tony's tech hotline. Let's see. I mean, you're a cool guy and all, but not enough to stalk you. Do you play an instrument? No.
I agree.
Ari says I have the same birthday as John Lennon, but I am not the walrus. Ari, is Tony going on with you now? Tony's going to be busy going to 262,000 houses teaching. Okay, 0. Kathy, I give Ari your number. Okay, seems like an odd time during current discussion. It's fine. You say crazy stuff like me, BNR says. You do say crazy things. Okay, Ari says, yeah, if you guys are ready. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
What's up, Buff's Garage?
Hey, Buff.
Anthony says, hi, guys. Have you decided on a color for the record? I suggested plum crazy purple with a white boom and stripe. What do you think?
I have this thing about not painting out of era. So if the truck was if it was a 70 or 71, maybe 72, I could see like going with one of the factory high impact colors. But since it's from 1980, I can't use.
Well, really, what color could it possibly be?
Yeah.
What color can it be? What colors did they come in?
All your standard colors.
It just has to be a color from 1980.
Well, it has to be a color indicative of the era that it came from. Like that's one of my pet peeves is when people paint like 66 Coronet and they paint it plum crazy and it's like, no, God, no. That's a color that belongs on a certain style of car with certain trim and certain that makes it work. And when you put it on a car that has, let's say, more formal trim or, you know, it's not styled in that spirit, then it's silly.
So I don't know what color it would be from 1980.
Well, if you're going to paint it a factory color.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do like a factory sort of
yeah, but those trucks didn't come in colors. They came white.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is plum crazy is a signature Mopar color.
Right, I know.
As opposed to red, white, and blue, let's just say. I'm pulling the colors out of my ass.
Right.
But it's not a, like Hemi orange or plum crazy or any of those colors. Their signature high impact colors only belong on certain year cars.
Anthony says, so white it is. No, it's not going to be white.
No. I think it'll have a white base. But we'll leave it up to Kathy to...
What do you mean a white base?
Well, in other words, like if it's going to be multicolor, it's going to have a base color.
I don't know if a white base is a good idea.
Whatever you want to do.
I don't know. We have to think about it. Let's see. Sarah says, I've been around famous folks for a job. It's all being real. It's super weird to see people go apeshit over someone. I've seen that also as well on a job that I've done, and it's very uncomfortable. I feel bad for the person. I had a friend that had his mid-70s Nova painted Mopar Sublime Green. This was saying go with Plum Crazy Purple. Ideas from fancy vans would be cool. Fancy van paint. 1980. 1980 was all that zigzag,
Yeah, I don't
ZZ
like
Top
that.
style lettering.
Right, I hate that.
You hate that, right?
Yeah.
So there's really not that
Everything
much you could
had
do
that
with it. Yeah, that had the
yeah.
Z.
Oh, please.
Leave it white and paint an old style stencil logo on the door. Okay, so he doesn't want a logo.
No,
No
no
logo, no lettering. Because he doesn't want to get pulled over for being a tow truck.
Right.
When he's not a tow truck.
Right. No, no. The only lettering would say in there is not for hire.
British Racing Green main color.
Okay, that
with
could
British
be.
Racing Green stripes. British Racing Green hockey sticks and British Racing Green trim. British Racing Green is actually really nice.
It's a beautiful
And
color.
the duster is British Racing Green.
Oh, it's looking ratty.
Yeah, you gotta wax it or something.
Yeah. It's
Or
gonna need a repaint.
put it indoors. I don't know. Brown. Paint it brown.
Oh no. Gold or copper or turbine bronze or something like that could be nice.
But that's not a 1980 color, is it?
I probably could have. Probably could have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That would be nice, right?
Look into it.
With black?
Look
Maybe
into
like a black stripe on the hood? Yeah, I'm gonna have to paint the truck too. I'm gonna do the body work on it. Paint it that copperish brown. Like Ma's dad's 73 Dart. Pink? No. Timo Hogan says, I've been watching your channel. I'm a Mopar guy. I think I'm finally done with EFI. Your fault.
See? Everybody comes around eventually.
Oh, no.
Who was it? Who was it?
Brown, they say. Paint
Oh,
it brown.
I was gonna talk about that
What?
video that we saw.
What video?
Never mind.
Okay, don't talk
Yeah,
about
I'm
it.
not
If
gonna
you're
talk about it.
no, don't do it.
No.
Don't do it. A dark color is hard to keep clean on a tow truck.
Not really a tow truck. I mean, it's a tow truck, but it's not gonna be used.
A turquoise color with the wheels also. Turquoise.
Yeah, not for that.
I kind of like the gold or the bronze.
Yeah, so do I.
I think that would be nice. Okay, Ari is sending me the StreamYard link.
Okay.
He says, howdy, Kathy. That's what that beeping is.
So should we go in the computer?
Well, if we go on the computer, we'd be dead.
What do you mean?
In the computer?
On the computer, with the computer, to the
Into
computer.
the computer room?
Into the computer room.
That the computer has? Burnt orange is nice?
Burnt orange is nice.
Who's the chick? Nobody. Let's see. This guy doesn't know EFI. It's 0. All right. Tony's going to go on Ari's live.
Yes, Ari. Yeah.
He just started his live.
You just started. He just started his
He
live.
just turned his live on.
Okay, so how do we tell people to go to his live?
Go to Ari's live. Somebody can put a link in the comments. Maybe 0
If
or
you
Ari.
You want to continue the party? We're going to do it over on Ari's channel.
His channel is just Ari DeBernia. Brandon People sent you $5.
Thank you, Brandon.
Cold War Mother says, night guys, thanks for the laughs.
Thanks for
Thank
hanging,
you.
brother.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Harley Hawk says, this was fun. I miss these small group videos. Catch all the other live. Party. Okay. Paint it Mater Brown. Yeah, I think some sort of root beer or gold or bronze would be nice. Yeah?
Yeah, well, Photoshop. Play around with it. See what looks. See what looks
'cause I got
best.
nothing else going on. Oh, okay, they're waiting for the link to Ari's channel. Hang on.
Okay.
0, link the channel. I can't link it. Franco says Harvest Gold. Anthony says good night. Red
Harvest
ones
Gold.
go faster. Harvest Gold.
With black.
Oh, that's nice. That's pretty.
That is. That would be really
Yeah.
nice.
Love you, Rick
See, leave it to
Salmon.
a guy that hung out at circus to come up with just the right.
Yeah, Rick Salmon says, love you, Tony. Love you, Kathy.
Of you two,
We
man.
love all you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yes.
We really
Everybody who
appreciate
contributed
it.
super chat, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Everybody just hung out. Our mods, Ari, John. Has Foobar been around?
I think he was in here earlier.
But yeah, thank you all. And we're gonna take 2 minutes out, and then we're gonna meet you over on Ari's channel.
Ari
Ari DeBernia.
DeBernia. Rust is a color. Good night, Unity. Night, Andy.
Good night, Andy. Has he been hanging out? I didn't realize
I
he
don't
was
know. I
hanging
didn't
out.
see him hanging out. Okay, so I guess they'll link it afterwards. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah, we're gonna go, guys. Thank you all again.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night, and I'll see you over on Ari's channel.